Episode 1 of SPYxFAMILY Season 2 begins in the midst of a chaotic situation, as a violent fight has broken out between the mercenary Red Circus gang and your Briar, now operating as her assassin alias, Thorn Princess. After decimating all the foes, she informs her employer about the successful completion of her mission, when the last barely alive member of the gang shoots her. The scene shifts to the Forger household, where Twilight is seen browsing through news updates, and Anya emotionally blackmails her father to change the channel to her favorite detective anime. Yor returns home and visibly seems extremely disgruntled over something, leading Twilight to wonder whether it's due to some problem on his part. It is revealed to the viewers that the gang member mistakenly shot her in the backside, leading to no serious injury but excruciating pain instead. Yor is neither able to hide the intense agony, or can she reveal her profession as an assassin to Twilight, leaving her in a precarious situation. As she moves to her room, considering a night's sleep might assuage the pain, Twilight keeps wondering whether familial pressures have contributed to Yor being in such a bad mood. Contrary to Twilight and Yor's initial assumption, Yor's mood has deteriorated even more, as the pain hasn't receded at all. Twilight fears that Yor being upset will definitely break their family apart, leading to the failure of the mission and eventually disrupting world peace, which means he needs to come up with a plan to cheer her up before it's too late. Twilight proposes that Yor take a day off, as he wants to take her on a date to uplift her spirits. Yor becomes ecstatic instantly, as this is the first time in her life that someone has asked her out, and ignoring the pain for a moment, she dresses up to join Twilight. Anya gets excited about joining her parents, but Twilight forbids her, assigning Frankie to babysit her instead. Despite her excitement about her first date, Yor is still plagued by immense pain, which Anya knows by reading her thoughts. She is concerned about the date not going smoothly, and therefore suggests Frankie join in telling her parents like spies in her favorite anime do. Frankie agrees, and the duo follow the Forger couple in disguise. Twilight easily notices them at first glance, but chooses to ignore them for the most part anyway. After spending the day with severe discomfort, remaining standing in every place they visited, movies, boating, pubs, Jews, Yor feels even more upset for not being able to enjoy the date Twilight had planned. Twilight, too, is seemingly bewildered, and he wonders what could possibly cheer her up. He takes Yor for dinner in a fine dining eatery, where Anya and Frankie aren't allowed to enter due to dress code and age group limitations. As Frankie and Anya head towards home, Anya overhears the thoughts of a waiter, who is seemingly the only surviving member of the Red Circus gang. And after recognizing the infamous Thorn Princess, he wants to kill her. Fearing this might expose Yor's secret identity and result in Twilight breaking up the family, Anya convinces Frankie to enter the restaurant by traversing through an air duct. The waiter tries to poison Yor by giving her fugu, highly poisonous puffer fish, blood disguised as a cocktail, but it actually has a beneficial effect on Yor and acts as a painkiller, thereby finally making her comfortable enough to enjoy the date. Irritated at the failure of the first attempt, the waiter tries again to kill Yor by planning to create a makeshift bomb out of kitchen scraps. After learning about his plans by reading his thoughts, Anya prepares several traps that incapacitate the waiter. An additional threat from Anya, who reveals herself as Thorn Princess' daughter, is enough to make the waiter reconsider his life and leave Yor's pursuit once and for all. Thereby, without anyone noticing her, little Anya is able to save the day once again. As they say, all's well that ends well. And finally, with the pain subsided, Yor becomes her happy self once again, making her first date with Twilight successful at the end. As the duo gazes over the serene nightscape of Berlin from a hilltop area, Yor thanks Twilight for presenting her with a lovely date. Growing up without parents, Yor had a rough childhood and had to undertake assassin missions from a young age to tend to her brother, Yuri, which is why she was not able to spare any time for herself. Having no social life either, Yor spent a major part of her life alone, which is the reason why Twilight taking her out on a date was special for her. However, the next morning, Yor discovers that the effect of fugu blood has worn off and the pain has returned, leading to her feeling grumpy once again. A bewildered Twilight is confused all over, and SPYxFAMILY Episode 1 ends on a fun note.